Hello, pack leaders. This is Kian with Friends Already, protecting balance, we're protecting pack. And I just wanted to kind of get on here and do a kind of a hangout with you guys. See you guys have any questions on the FOI tuner that I can answer. So I'm gonna go ahead and share this link real quick to my group and get people on board here. So let me see if there's anyone here that is interested. So if you want to get on here as a live caller, there's a Discord that you can join, and I'll post a link there. Let's see here. Let me go to my Discord right now and post it there. Here we go. Let's go over here. Alright, here we are. So let me go ahead and see if you guys have any question here. So let me let me switch over to my screen. Share my screen here. There's some tuning action if you want to check it out. Let me kind of close out my windows here. Yeah, and you know, let me know if the pricing is okay. If you guys want a payment plan or kind of thing, let me know. I'm thinking about maybe working something out. I just don't know what that is exactly. I'll probably just sit down and kind of like hash it out and stuff. Yo Cosmo, posted Google and Discord. If you want to join the conversation. All right. Okay, cool. How's it going, Cosmo? What's new? Yeah, it's on sale for a limited time till the end of the month, and then close it again so that we can support our current members. I know some of you guys have like issues kind of getting jump started, so I need to log in and stuff and kind of help you guys out. And Nisa will be able to, it's just me and Nisa, so just depending on the volume, I think that'll give us enough people to help and keep us busy. So we'll see. All right. So Cosmo, you're how's the rig running? I think you have a bunch of tuner settings already loaded up and ready to go. I don't know if you're actually, because it looks like the names of the bot were kind of different from what I have, so I think you're probably running your own thing over there on your side. So I don't know if it's like a transition for you to switch from some sim to live or not. Okay, cool. Yeah, I will go ahead and add those settings that you give me. It's really easy to do that. I haven't done your 3-2-1 tuning method yet. The one where you kind of start with like 3 steps and then kind of like so you kind of move a little quicker on the settings and kind of, in a sense, zero in from plus or minus 3 to plus minus 2, plus minus 1 to kind of narrow in faster. Um, just kind of been nailing down this partial order thing that's kind of lingering for me because with the bigger portfolio, as soon as that we get into a position that's partial, and sometimes it's hard to tell within a partial buy or partial sell, but usually I think it's a partial sell that would get the bot stuck. So in a partial buy, it'll just kind of partially fulfill, place the second orders, and just kind of buys more than it really needs. And then when it sells, I just have coins left over. So I've just been trying to handle that right now with different market sells and stop losses. So I think the stop losses will be a big help for that. Just kind of get that all squared away first before I add other bells and whistles that aren't. I mean, it's beneficial, but if that problem lingers around and you're holding bags, it's not cool, Okay, let me go ahead and adjust my settings. Let me see here. I think I need to adjust my volume. Here, I'll switch it to voice. Let me if the voice is a little better. Yeah, I'm using the Yeti mic. Well, Haas has a bot extension, so you can actually use your Mad Hatter boss, and whenever it sells, you can then trailing stop loss. So what I can do with the tuner is to detect when the your buy your current position is in a positive ROI. So it'll kind of pull up the market coin price and then compare it to your buy price, and then kind of estimate whether the ROI is currently in positive, even though it hasn't sold yet. So while it's in mid trade, if it's positive in profit, then I can go in and use a tuner to, in a sense, lock in that profit with a trailing stop loss. So we'll just kind of go in and activate that, and then we'll set maybe a trailing stop loss of 0.5% or something like that, depending on it. I don't know the actual number yet, but that'll be an option for you guys to kind of figure that out. And then turn it on when that happens. When we delete the bot, we'll delete the settings too, so that because and I kind of feel like when you use a stop loss too early, sometimes you buy in and it dips a little more and it stops you out on a tight stop loss. Is kind of not ideal. So it's best to place that stop loss that trailing stop loss when you're in profit, rather than stopping out on a negative profit just in the initial stages, so it kind of matures a little bit. Yeah, I was using the building function for Haas. I was actually gonna build it myself with the tuner, but since Haas already has it already built, it makes life easier for me. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? All right. So how's the cosplay for Haas? Do you have any links to that or pictures? Back test all the offline bots. Like, what do you mean? Because like it has to be off in order to back test. And why would you want to back test offline bots and not turn them on? Okay. Okay. So you got 5,000 bots, and you want to back test and show which ones to concentrate on. Like, what do you mean when you concentrate on it? Like, we'll back test all of them at I don't know, 1 week or whatever, and then positive ROI. Um, Okay. Uh, okay. Well, so you're back testing it, but you need to turn them on in order for it to know if the market's favoring it. In the sense of forward testing it. So they all need to be on in order to know which one is working at the time, and then based on the ROI per trade that we get back, and if the ROI per trade is increasing, that means there's enough, I'd say, enough momentum or volume to go in with a bigger trade amount. So then that's where the tuner would come in and clone that to a live test wallet, um, to confirm, says to confirm those two trades is increasing, and if it is, then we'll clone it again to a live C amount, which is a much larger trade uh, amount. Okay. Yeah. Well, because I mean, with the back testing, I mean, it is in a sense sort of outdated. It's not as, I would say it's not as great as forward testing, because a lot of the stuff that we back test, only a small percentage of it actually forward test green. And then when we forward test green, then those are the ones that we pick out as ones for live wallets. Because I know that when we before we were doing it manually, we'll back test it, and then we're like, okay, great, I think it looks good. And then you throw a live wallet on there, and you're like, dude, it totally bombed. And like, what happened? I thought it's back tested 20% ROI, and it's all sweet and everything. And then you forward test it as like losing, like, know. At least that's what I've experienced. I wish it was more, it was more ideal. Okay. Uh, Great. And then have we started placing live orders on those 1,000 working bots? Oh yeah, it's good. Do you have any problems with like fulfilling the order completely or partial fills? Okay. And then when they stop performing, are you able to turn them off, or you just let it ride until the ROI overall just plummets to something you don't like? Oh, oh. Does the FOI tuner work on Linux for you? And how do you install it? I'm not familiar with Linux. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I think I need yeah, I'm gonna need a Windows license to for that. I'm gonna try out the Hetzer VPS. I haven't done it yet, but I was able to run a second FOI tuner on the same VPS using a second username, so I'll stick with that for now. Um, Unless I, you know, need another machine for some reason for a larger number of bots. So let me. Um, Cosmo, what do you think about the pricing for the tuner? I'm kind of thinking about maybe creating like a payment plan or something like that. Uh, well, no. As far as I know, it won't let me. Or at least I've not that I've tried. Because I talked to the license developer, and they're like, "Oh, so I can run multiple instances on the same user?" They're like, "No, it doesn't work that way." I was like, "You sure?" I was like, "Oh, yeah." So, I think I've done it on my local machine where I ran the tuner, and then I will. What do I do? I think I run the. Yeah, I think I run two instances of the same tuner on the same user, and it ends up stalling out the tuning, so like nothing happens. It kind of like disables the tuning or something. You get some confused or something weird. Okay. I had confused on different browsers. Well, well, you see what right now is doing a live C trade right now on ZRX. So right now I'm only doing. I'm gonna go ahead and show you here. It's only doing live T and live C trading only. So it doesn't do any sim on this one. But what I did was over here, user accounts. Manage account. I created a second one, and this is just for the sim bots only. So on this one, you can log in with the remote desktop to get to access the other one. And on the other one, all I did was it's the same thing. I load the voice settings, but then it says uncheck all the trading stuff, save it, and then so all the tuning one is just loading and tuning only sim bots. Because right now, if you do it simultaneously or sequentially, in a sense, uh, this is sequentially. So it'll tune one coin and then check the live T and live C. But that process of checking the live T, live C, and cloning, I don't know, probably kills about 5 to 10 minutes. I think I haven't really timed it, but it seems like the tuning is a lot of the symbols a lot slower when this is on because it runs through all the sims and then it runs through all the live T's to kill, and then it runs through all the live T's again to clone to live C, and then it runs through live C's to kill. Yeah, and then it'll tune one symbot and repeat the process. So I noticed that a lot of my symbots were out of date. It was like over 3 days. I set my sim to 5 days, so it's more than 5 days. It'll retune the sim. I think I should probably reduce this to hmm, yeah. I'll just leave it. All right, so yeah, if it's older than 5 days, then it'll tune the sim unless the sim is negative, really badly negative ROI. Then I'll just retune it right there on the spot. So then that way I can keep my sim bots up to date and then push those results towards the live T, and live T can then grab those numbers and push to the live C. Okay. So it just seems that's why I issued two licenses just so that you can kind of keep your sim bots up to date because I started seeing lingering like 5%. That's not cool. I should have tuned that already. Something in the negative 20-30%. I was like, hey, my simbots are really out of date and it needs to be retuned. So that'll keep that within 1 to 3% of negative before it retunes, and that way it can push those the settings out and find opportunities far greater. Hey Albert, so what machine is a 24/7 partially filled tracking bot running on? The partially filled, um, okay, well the partially filled one, let me show you that right now. It kind of works, okay, but you have to also run this on a separate computer because if it this you run it the same with the tuner, it'll kind of go in and trade amounts while it's tuning, and it kind of commingles the task, and it just throws it all off. The thing about this is that it just runs on a loop, detecting for a partially filled notification, and once it detects that, it goes in and adjusts the notification and unsucks the bot. But the problem is that this was before we had live T live C, is that if they change the trade amounts, when the trade amount is changed, then the ROI changes. So let's say I'm trading 17, if I only partially fills to 5 and I change it to 5, well, it bumps the ROI because it was based off on a 17 coin trade, but then now I reduced it to 5, and it jacks up the ROI per trade. And then that's an indicator we use for the live T and live C bots. So it kind of commingles it. And so what I'm doing right now is to kind of say wallet balance, and also trailing stop loss. So as a trailing stop loss out, we can then do a market sell of that, or a limit sell, I think, of that amount. It will kind of just in a sense get things out. I think, but at least take down more profit and not trade as often, so kind of reduce transaction fees. But then a wallet balancing type of thing, where I'll open the wallet, I'll see if there's how you have like bots that are being managed. Let me open up a different browser here, and so I can kind of show you without it tuning in the background. Give me a second. All right, so yeah, we'll basically go in, look at the wallet, and we'll say, hey, you have like 1,000 EOS coins, but only 500 of those coins are being managed by bots. Well, that means to me that it was partially filled, and it bought twice. So I think a better scenario would be 750 EOS coins on a 500, and only 500 is being managed. So that means it partially filled a 500, and so its first buy order only filled 250. And what Haas would do, it'll buy it again to fill the full 500, and then you end up with 750 EOS coins. So upon the sell, it'll sell it, but then you're left with 250 sitting there that's not being managed by any bots. And then those 250 coins start to hold bags. It takes down the portfolio, and you need to be able to get that out. And over time, you can see how it starts to mount and start to build up more and more. So let me go ahead and pull this one over here. The wallet. See here. All right, so there's there's some coins that I don't know, it's not even listed anymore, but somehow he has it. So let's see here. So something like this here, where there's only 3,332 being managed, but because of partial orders and fills, that's always lingering around. So what I'll do is just kind of go in, find out what's there, and maybe just place a trailing stop loss order, like an advanced order here, on there, so that if it increases, great. I'll just kind of follow it, stop it out, so that the amount used for bots is equal to that. Okay, and then anything that has a live, like this one here, that's a new bot. And that's not even on. But let's say, for example, I have a red dollar sign that's on a live T. So here, the cash. And I'm not even sure why this one is red. Might be a minimum trade amount that didn't get passed through, but so that's not a good example. Maybe something else. I'm gonna go ahead and just check this real quick. I'm gonna manually adjust this real quick. ZC, there's nothing being managed. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that bot. Okay. All right. So let's see here. It's not even deleting. Well, that's weird. Okay, there it is. Okay, cool. Let me see this one. What? The scroll's all jacked up. Template. All right, so I don't have any bots right now with actual red dollar signs on it, but let's kind of make up a situation here. Let me just pick my new bot. I'll use that as an example. All right, so let's go ahead and back test this. Just get some results here. Uh, all right. This is my default go-to setting for increasing the trade amount. I think it should be good. Let's see what we get. All right, so we got some ROI. Okay, so it's, let me go ahead and oh, interesting. I'll take a peek at that. Oh, that's live C. Huh, okay. All right, so I'm trying to get something where I'm gonna be stuck in a position where it ends up on a buy. We switch to all right. Well, I don't know if I can get this one to end with on buy, but let's say, for example, this was a buy, and then you have a red dollar sign, and it's stuck. So if I look at my wallet, and usually it'll say, "Hey, 500," but I only sold maybe 250 of it. Now I don't have 250. Now since I sold 250 of it, I don't have 250 in my wallet, and it's trying to sell 500. Well, now it's gonna get a red dollar sign because there's not enough coins in there, and now the bot's stuck, and I'm holding 250 coins, which I can't sell, and now the market has turned, and I'm holding the bag of 250 coins now. Well, basically, whenever I see those red coins, it's trying to get out. It has a red dollar sign, so basically, it will kind of look at it and balance it out. And so usually the confusion is between live C and live T. So if this one had a position and then another bot has a position, well, if that's being managed properly and there's no red dollar signs, then we'll kind of leave that there. But anything excess of that will just basically delete out, especially um, especially if it's not being managed right now. So I also need to consider whether this number will appear in the use for bots, or at least I'll need to calculate and subtract it out, and then just basically sell out the remaining at market. Just get out because it's trying to get out and it can't get out, and so most likely it's a sell order trying to get out. So it's just assisting the sell, getting it out, and then delete the bot because if it's partially not fulfilling, um, then I say the volume of the market is turning into a different direction. It's either not able to push forward up, or it's you're trying to sell at a higher price and it's pushing down. So we have to chase that down and just get out. The stop loss and the trailing loss, yeah, it's right here. It's called a advanced. It's always a bot extension. So right here is where you kind of add that, and so all your Mad Hatter bots, you could kind of add it here and say, hey, you know what, this is all my live teas. I want to add that one to it, add the bot, and then it'll appear here as a live T. And then how close do you want to put the trailing stop loss? I think maybe a 0.5% might be good. I haven't really looked at into the details of that and actually calculate. I'm just guessing right now for 0.5%. To lock in the profits, and then you kind of make sure that this is started so that it kind of runs all of them on a trailing stop loss. What I'll do is most likely monitor it so that I check that live T is in a positive profit instead of starting this too early. Because usually when you get into trades, probably the most riskiest part, where if it goes further down, then you might buy in and get stopped out right away. Well, maybe give it some time to kind of go down and rise back up into profit, and then you want to do a trailing stop loss to lock in the profit. Okay, because we already have things in place where if we detect that ROI is less, less than what we allow in ROI, even if it's holding the bag, after a day, uh, the tuner will actually just market sell you get you out anyway. So this is just to try to increase your profits by waiting until you're in profit before placing the trailing stop loss to lock in the profits. And then once we're done with that bot and it underperforms, then we'll just go ahead and delete that out of there and move on. Okay. So I was just kind of creating these bots just to test it out and kind of planning out the way I want to do the trailing stop loss. So I think I'll probably have a FOI for Sim, a FOI for Live T, and Live C. I'm also looking to see the API part. I mean, I can do it really quick by just using the interface, but I'm really trying to use the local API. But I'm running into some issues on parsing it, and some bugs are coming up with some of the plugins I'm using. So I'm contacting the developer on that. Well, once I sort out the issues and I can actually pull data quickly, it'll I could then start doing a lot of local API type stuff and not have to check whether it did it correctly. I could just send the command and get it done. So yeah, that'll be the an added feature here. Once I get that running, that'll be awesome. Right there. Can't wait to enable that. All right, Albert. So you got any other questions for me? Where are you from? Are you in our Discord yet? I have a link in the description if you want to join. California? Oh, sweet. Me too. What part? Southern or northern? Okay, cool. I guess I don't. Apply. I guess I don't see you in there. Let me see here. Take a sneak peek. Yeah, I guess you're. I guess you don't put your stuff online. I guess. Oh, Germany. Oh, okay. Ah, cool. Must be really late over there right now. Time for bed, huh? I think vapes everywhere now. I don't vape. I don't even smoke. It's bad for you, Cosmo. Don't do it. The API. Um, do you have the tuner? Are you talking about the local API, or you want to create your own stuff? Because let's see here. I think if you talk about how do you set up your local API, that is where is this? Oh, my browser crashed. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. All right, so local API stuff is under settings. You have to make sure you put a new port number 60, and then just make up any local API key that you can remember, and then save. You have to restart your Haas. But once you get that entered, you want to put that into here, uh, trading. And right here is where you put your API. This is the format. You make sure you have your HTTP in there. That's important. You don't have that's not gonna work well. And the 8060 instead of 8090. And that should do it. Yeah. Yeah, just keep it simple for the secret. I don't know. Some special characters probably mess it up because it puts it through the I, well, actually no, it's encrypted. Um, yeah, it's the encryption key for the URL that we're doing the post get request. Oh yeah. Let's see. If you did that, let me check the calculator real quick. Calculator. Hey, it works for me. I don't know. 683 6889 68899. Oh, did you here you need to also enter your percentage here. So make sure you get that entered because if you don't have that, it won't know the percentage of the calculate. So make sure you have that entered, and then make sure you select the coin. Or actually, you have to type it in. Looks like you type it in. Make sure that's case sensitive, so it's all caps. If it's not caps, it won't pick it out. It won't yeah, it should work if your percentage is smaller than one. I'll do it. Actually, I don't want to mess up my tuner right now, but it should work. Maybe type it in, save it, delete it, load it, make sure it's in the system, and then hit the calculator. Um, Also, when you save and load, make sure that this pops back up so you can delete it and then load it, make sure it pops back. But yeah, if that's not working, it's not going to calculate your trade amounts right on your live T and live C uh, bots. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to log in and check out for you, check it out for you. But I think the biggest problem was this: that a lot of people didn't have that, and the port numbers were off, and maybe you didn't set it up on your host to have 8060. If it's still probably not giving you data, it's probably one of these guys too. Um, and this not being case sensitive. So that's be all caps, and it should work. Hmm. Why would it not? Are you on the latest version? 3.35. Huh. Well, I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Try this. Maybe there might be some firewall issues. I'm guessing. Um, let's see here. Control panel. Try that one out. I don't know if you have firewalls that's blocking its communication or whatever. That might be it. But the where's it? Windows. Oh, here it is. It's all disabled. I do. I have sure. Did I talk to you already under a different username, Albert? Uh, yeah. What's your Discord username? So I could make the connection. Oh, are you Drogobert? Oh, Drogobert. Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. Makes sense. Albert Dragunov. Huh. Well, I oh, uh, well, you probably have your tuner running for a while, and if a lot of stuff is cleared out, you might have to restart the tuner again. Because after a while, all my settings will clear out too. Maybe about after 24 hours. If that's the case, make sure you restart the tuner, load it, make sure everything's there, then calculate it. But I think there's a way to test your API if it's working. Let me pull up the Haas stuff here. Haas 62. Hold on a second. Yeah, put this Haas command to test it, and that's if that API is not working, then that might be a Haas issue to talk to. Okay, so it's 62. Can't really use that one, but you'll be able to see all my stuff on that one. Yeah, get this all price sources. That's we'll do it. And you don't need a. Oh, wait, I need to do my port number too. 8060. It should say code 100, and you should get this stuff here. And if you can't get that with your local API, then you need to contact Haas and figure out why it's not connecting. Yeah, but do this quick URL check before you do all that firewall stuff. All right, talk to you later. All right, so I guess if there is nothing else and no one else is coming on board, um, then that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions on here. Just put your comments below. I'll be able to answer your questions about the FOI tuner and that you may have. You can also comment below, and I'll probably create another video for that to explain it if I need to. But there it is. Okay. All right. See what else. All right, Cosmo. I don't know you guys got anything else for me, or otherwise, we'll probably end this video or just hang out here. Oh, what are they? Oh man, I think I woke up too early too. I slept at 2, woke up at 8. So I guess 6 hours should be okay. And then Evan was up late last night too. He couldn't sleep for some reason. Yeah, it's 10:49 a.m. Almost lunchtime in an hour. Yeah, it's evening. Is it morning over there? 4 in the morning. Sleep is boring. Do you live on energy drinks? Yeah, and then and Amber's been having morning sickness, so we're having a second baby. Our third, this is our third baby. We don't know what it is yet, but yeah, she's just been not feeling good. So she's yeah, she's, yeah, she's just on the. Yeah, she's been yeah, morning sickness, the stuff that comes with morning sickness. All right, Cosmo. It's 20:49 in the evening. Look at the left a trail line. Messed you up, kinda. It's not so bad. It's only 10 o'clock. Oh, so are we like actually 12-hour difference? I mean, yeah, 12-hour difference. So if I'm AM, you're PM. Oh no, two. So you're at 8. You're at 8:49 PM. And not exactly. Maybe like 10 hours or 14 hours, whatever it is. Okay. Pretty cool. Oh, did you ever do that cosplay for Haas? Curious to see the pictures. Okay. Were you gonna dress up as a bunny or something? Okay. So Haas is a bunny rabbit. So what does the costume look like? Since Haas logo is a bunny, is it gonna be something related to bunnies for the costume? Custom longer line parts. Huh. Let's see, green Mad. Let me Google that. Green Mad Hatter. Let's see here. Something like that. Green Mad Hatter. I think the Green Mad Hatter should have some Haas bunnies. Some of that, and let's see, um, White Bunny. There you go. Something of that. A white Haas bunny. The Green Mad Hatter with Haas bunny. Who knows? What is this? Mad Hatter Green. There you go. A Haas with Mad Hatter. What do you think? A cow bunny. Or just bunny ears. Try Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter cosplay. Okay, let's see. Mad Hatter cosplay. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's pretty cool. Huh. Nice. Or you could put a Haas logo on the hat. Or yeah. These got pretty good costumes. They did a really good job. Really deep eyeshadows. Huh. Those cute can buy them online, by the way. Steampunk eyeshadows. Okay. Yeah, like some of the. Okay. There you go. She looks pretty good. Her with the eyeshadow. I would say that's the actual Mad Hatter's wife or something. Pretty realistic. Almost like movie quality. Pretty cool. I see. Looking forward to it. Okay. Mm, something like that, maybe. Oh, there you go. Cool. It's still trading related, right? Because it's a Mad Hatter. Yeah, a lot more detailed. All in the details. All right, cool. All right, Coswell. Oh yeah, What's up? By the way, tell me about wolves. Me? I actually don't know too much about wolves. I just know that they hunt in a pack. I think they're kind of like I don't know if they're extinct or they're people are trying to preserve them. I don't know if it's like the Midwest or towards the northern mountains, like Dakotas and stuff, North and South Dakota. I'm guessing. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think here. Let me just kind of Google some wolves real quick. At least when I was looking at it, and then there's still actually two groups of people. There's people who don't like wolves and hunt them, and there's people who are trying to protect the wolves because they're being hunted, and they're like, and it says misunderstood. They're like a pest because they eat the farmers' livestock and you know goats and cows or whatever, and so they get shot down. They're actually really big. Wolf size, wolf size compared to man. They're like huge. Dude. Look how big these guys are. That's a wolf right there, compared to that guy, right? It's massive. So yeah, so this is a what's be someone who hunted a wolf, and yeah, I mean that'll take down a man if you're out and about and you have a pack of these guys. That'll mess you up. And then there's people protecting them, so they're the other side where they're being extinct and they're trying to conserve them and raise them and say they're gentle and kind. False analogy of them, and so they're like, dude, these guys are wolves. They'll maul you. They're like, no, you don't understand them. They're pack leaders about family and all this other stuff. They're kind. They take care of their young and whatever. Um, I mean, that's the whatever. uh, yeah. So this is the difference between a dog and a baby wolf, big bad wolf. Oh, hunter, big bad wolf. Well, yeah, they're just huge. These wolves. Um, and then of course, even though they're huge, they're also kind and loving, and all this other stuff. Why did I choose the wolf pack? It kind of started with the gun stuff because it was kind of like the sheep. It's called a sheepdog. Uh, sheepdog, and it's basically people who have the sheepdog. I think it's called sheepdog. Sheepdog Gun Club. I don't know. Sheepdog Firearms. So it's kind of a sheepdog would be someone who kind of protects um, the sheep in a sense. So people who conceal carry, even though we're among the sheep, we kind of protect them as a sheepdog is what they would call it. And so in our Facebook group, we have a gun place, and they and they're like, yeah, let's go with the pack because it used to be something else, wolf pack or something. Where's my stuff? Wolf pack. Uh, hmm. Oops. There is so we had a ring of the month club, ring designs. Huh, where's my pack? It's in there somewhere. I just don't know where it is. Home. Oops. So the wolf pack, the wolf pack. Yeah, there it is. It's just called the wolf pack. All right, so just protecting founders or protecting the pack, and so this is all the gun related stuff. I think uh, he's a police officer, and he's been kind of posting some gun stuff, countdown drill, bullet stuff. Yeah, so gun safety. What's the correct way to hold a handgun? Yeah, B. This is in the movies. uh, this I don't know. Yeah. Oh, Friends of Irony. Okay, so it was just SEO purposes. I had bought that domain name for SEO on GoDaddy, so I bid on it, and I was using it because it had a good backlinks and whatever. And it used to be like a comedy site where people would kind of post up ironic pictures. And I took over the fan page, and I kind of put a request in, so they gave me the fan page. Friends of, you kind of see the old stuff here. I couldn't get this Twitter name, so I have Friends of Irony, but without the S in there. Friend of Irony. But this is what it used to look like, and they would post up like funny pictures, like ironic. Uh, it's not there anymore, but ironic, funny pictures and stuff. And yeah, so I think it started with them, and somehow they had a lot of backlinks and stuff because they're connecting to it. So yeah, with SEO, I used it to boost up my other links, and then after a while, I was like, you know what, this is not cool. It's not working anymore, and I still had the name, so I was like, hey, you know what, why don't we just build on it? And since it already has good ranking, and I think it's been doing okay. I think some of our YouTube rankings are doing well because of that. I don't know. Um, see here, new private window. So going in incognito, Haas. And I go Haas online. My videos pop up now. So at least that's me right there. um, but I don't think that's kind of it, I guess. But maybe on YouTube, maybe some more. But Bitcoin, crypto J is up there, top 3-ish. Crypto J, Haas online, and then YouTube. Yeah, it's been quite a journey from trying to do SEO and then paid ads and stuff like that. Interesting process. Hey, Hoslo Wine, there you go. Wait, this is not it. Why? No, yeah, this is not. Oh no, I am in incognito mode. Yeah. So I guess I'm ranking number 1 for Haas. Okay, Haas online with the space. There you go. Number 2, maybe. I'm pushing Haas stuff down the line. Yeah. So I guess it does work when you have a backlinks and stuff. But I think I have some other stuff too. That's doing like syndication with other social media profiles. So whenever I post a video, it gets broadcasted out and kind of rank. I think it kind of ranks you on YouTube, but I don't know. And adding views to it kind of does help, but yeah. Okay. Well, looks like you sent me a photo. Let me check it out. the wolf preservation video. I was watching what you sent me on Discord. Is that like your friend or something, or you know him? That would be cool. Use the promo link. It was Jorgui Fox. It's a good gift. Okay, cool. Oh man. Yeah, log into the affiliate section. You should have some new links to generate. Or six. All right. Guess if there's nothing else, I'm gonna end this hangout then. All right, Cosmo. We'll talk to you later. It's been awesome. Thanks for watching. Unless some other people come on board and start, asking questions. But yeah, for everyone who is, still watch this video later, go ahead and comment below with any questions, and I'll do a couple more hangouts throughout the week during the opening of the tuner. See me, I'll catch someone maybe later on tonight. So I'll probably do the different hours during the day. So I know that some of you guys are in Europe, Russia, kind of thing, and I'm in California. So we'll try again tomorrow. Go from there or tonight. All right, Cosmo. Talk to you guys later. Bye.